curtain. For the past 2 nights, we've been taking you behind the curtain to Cuba. News Channel's Jeff Patterson traveled to Havana to find out what life is like there now and how the changes between the U.S. and Cuba are being perceived by everyday Cubans. Jeff Patterson joins us now live in Ybor City to tell us about the reaction you've been getting to these stories, Jeff.
Yeah, good evening, Gail. We are at Jose Marti Park in Ybor City, and there is a statue very similar to that in downtown Havana. You know, we spent 5 days in Cuba, and when we got back, to be perfectly honest, I expected some very angry reaction to our story. But that's not the reaction we've been getting. For 5 days, we toured Havana, renting a '57 Ford Fairlane to see the city. We walked the streets of Havana and spoke to average Cubans to get their thoughts on U.S. and Cuba relations.
My initial impressions are that you presented the new Cuba. Jeff, there is a new, evolving economy there that most Americans are not aware of.
In our stories, we've shown how some Cubans are now renting out their homes to foreign tourists in a free market economy. Frank Reno is another Bay Area resident who has a business taking Americans to see Cuba, and he's been watching our stories.
You've got small business. It's the free market in its infancy, Jeff, and I think you presented that side of Cuba, which most Americans are not aware of.
Tampa attorney Raul Cabrera was born in Cuba.
Cubans want us there because we are providing American dollars.
He came to the United States during the Mariel boat lift and has viewed our stories with interest.
I think they probably gave you like a good impression, probably welcomed you because Cuban people are very welcoming. Now, whether or not these things will make a difference long term, that remains to be seen.
Of course, not all of the reaction has been 100% positive. One person wrote on my Facebook page, "Let's remember the money goes to the oppressive government. The people get nothing. This was another Obama blunder." But the majority of the feedback so far has been very positive. You know, I am still asking for your reactions to my Cuba stories on Twitter and Facebook. I posted a number of photos of my trip on my Facebook page, WFLA Jeff Patterson, and I'd like to know what you think. Plus, tonight at 11, we have one of my favorite stories because people have been asking about all of those muscle cars, those American muscle cars on the streets of Havana. And tonight we are going to take you under the hood, behind the curtain. Gail?
They have been fascinating stories, all of them indeed, Jeff, and so we'll look forward to that one too. Jeff Patterson live in Ybor City for us this evening. Thank you.